Hey there, fellow pet parents. I'm so glad you're back at PetWise Hub. Grab your furry best friend, maybe a treat for them, and let's talk about the most important topic of the day, feeding your dog. You know, one of the biggest questions every dog owner might think about is, am I feeding my best friend the right stuff? It can feel a little overwhelming. You walk into a pet store, and it's an entire wall of bags, cans, and promises. So, today, we're going to clear up the confusion. We're breaking down the basics of dog nutrition. What you absolutely should be feeding your pup, and just as importantly, what you definitely shouldn't. We'll cover the simple science, the common mistakes, and how to make sure your furry family member is happy, healthy, and full of energy. One quick thing before we dive in, what did you find to be your dog's absolute favorite healthy snack? Drop it in the comments below. You might help another puppy owner with your wisdom. Alright, let's get into it. So, let's start with the good stuff. Building the perfect meal for your dog. Think of your dog's diet like building a house. You need strong, quality materials for it to stand tall and last a long time. For dogs, those building materials are three main things: proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. First up is protein. This is the king of the doggy diet. Proteins are the building blocks for strong muscles, healthy skin, and a shiny coat. When you look at a dog food label, you want to see a high-quality named protein source right at the top of the ingredients list. Things like chicken, beef, lamb, or salmon are fantastic. If you see something vague like meat meal, it's a bit of a question mark. Naming the specific animal is always a better sign. Next, we have fats. Now, I know in the human world, fat can be a scary word, but for our dogs, healthy fats are crucial. They are the #1 source of energy. They also help your dog absorb vitamins and keep their skin and coat looking fabulous. Look for things like chicken fat or salmon oil on the label. These provide those wonderful omega fatty acids that make your dog glow with health. And let's be honest, watching your happy, energetic dog chase a ball across the park is one of the best feelings in the world, and healthy fats are fueling that joy. And finally, we have carbohydrates. Carbs provide even more energy and are a great source of fiber, which is super important for a healthy digestion. We're talking about good carbs here, from sources like sweet potatoes, peas, and whole grains like brown rice or oats. They keep everything moving smoothly and help your dog feel full and satisfied. A good commercial dog food, whether it's kibble or wet food, will be labeled as complete and balanced. This is a key phrase. It means it has all the right amounts of proteins, fats, carbs, plus all the essential vitamins and minerals your dog needs to thrive. So you don't have to play scientist in your own kitchen unless you're working very closely with a vet nutritionist. And don't forget the simplest, most important nutrient of all, water. Always have fresh, clean water available. It helps with everything from digestion to temperature regulation. A hydrated dog is a happy dog. Providing this kind of amazing nutrition is truly one of the greatest acts of love you can show your pet. It's so worth it when you see them vibrant and full of life. Okay, so we've covered the musts. Now, let's talk about the don'ts. This is where we can really protect our pups from accidental harm. Let's start with the #1 mistake almost all of us have made, and that is overfeeding your pup. It's so easy to do. They look at you with those big, beautiful puppy dog eyes, maybe let out a little whine, and your heart melts. You toss them an extra treat or a bigger scoop of food. But here's the thing, even a little extra food every day can lead to big weight problems down the line, which can affect their joints, their heart, and their overall quality of life. The feeding guide on the back of the bag is a great starting point, but remember, it's just a suggestion. Your dog's needs will change based on their age, breed, and how active they are. You know, a lazy afternoon lounger really doesn't need the same calories as a dog who runs 5 miles with you every morning. Honestly, keeping your dog at a healthy, lean weight is one of the kindest things you can do for them. Another big mistake is giving too many table scraps. Your dog might act like a professional beggar who hasn't eaten in weeks, but our food is often just way too rich, fatty, or salty for them. It can upset their tummy and, yeah, contribute to weight gain. So, a good rule of thumb is the 10% rule: treats, including healthy ones, should only make up about 10% of your dog's daily calories. Now, for the really serious stuff. Some human foods are perfectly safe for us, but are actually toxic, or, poisonous, to dogs. It's so important that everyone in your house knows this list. The big one everyone knows is chocolate. The darker the chocolate, the more dangerous it is. So, keep it far, far away from your pup. Here is a sneaky one, xylitol. This is an artificial sweetener found in a ton of stuff: sugar-free gum, candy, peanut butter, and even some baked goods. It's extremely dangerous for dogs, so please always check the label, especially on peanut butter. Grapes and raisins are another no-go. Even a small amount can cause serious kidney problems in some dogs. Then you have the onion family: onions, garlic, leeks, and chives. These can actually damage your dog's red blood cells. A tiny bit probably won't hurt, but honestly, you should avoid feeding them these things on purpose. Other things to keep on your radar are alcohol, macadamia nuts, and cooked bones, which can splinter and cause choking or internal damage. It might sound a little scary, but just being aware is half the battle. Knowing what to avoid is just as powerful as knowing what to provide. And if you're ever worried your dog has eaten something they shouldn't have, call your vet or an animal poison control hotline immediately. It's always better to be safe than sorry. So, how can you put all this into practice? When you're choosing a food, just flip the bag over and look for that named protein as the first ingredient. Also, look for the complete and balanced statement. That's your seal of approval. And when it comes to treats, think healthy. Many dogs love baby carrots, green beans, or small pieces of apple. They're crunchy, low-calorie, and honestly, a great way to show your love without overdoing it. Honestly, navigating the world of dog food is a journey, and you're already doing an amazing job just by watching this and wanting to learn more. The connection we have with our pets is so special, and giving them the best care possible just deepens that bond. It's a rewarding feeling that never gets old. So, let's do a quick recap. First, feed a high-quality, complete, and balanced diet that's rich in protein. Second, practice portion control and keep your dog lean. And just as important, know which human foods are dangerous and keep them away from your furry friend. See? Not so complicated after all. You've got this. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today at PetWise Hub. If you found this video helpful and learned something new, do us a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps our channel grow. And for more simple, practical pet advice, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. Now, I want to hear from you. Head down to the comments and tell us one healthy change or a fun, healthy treat idea you're excited to try with your dog. We absolutely love reading your stories and building this amazing community of pet lovers together. Thanks again for watching, and give your pup a big hug from us. We'll see you in the next video.